What up, players? Woo! They couldn't have text you that shit? I'd be like, alright, dog. Just pay me an hour. It got new models now. Like this is the old model. New hotness. Old model. New hotness. Super Sense, I know you're playing with me, but I just uploaded part 7. I'm actually uploading part 8 as we speak right now. I want to show you guys what's bullshit about this game. I know it's coming now, but this is the information you got to work with here, right? You look down here. This is all the information that you got to work with. Like, oh, there's a key right there. I need a key to go in these locks right here. Like, there's uno, dos, tres. 3 keys I gotta get. Okay? So, what do you think's gonna happen when I grab that key? Well, Junebug knows what's gonna happen. It's fucking trap. Like, how are you supposed to know this? There's no like. Let's look at the original game too. Like, this is what the original game looks like. You know, this is what this game looks like. So there's nothing to let you know that there's water current in there. There's nothing to let you know that you're going to be dead within 2.5 seconds from the time you hit the water. This is what Darkside Phil likes to complain about. This is a trap. This is bullshit in its highest level. And the worst part about this is level 2. Look at my statistics. I've been on this bitch an hour and 10 minutes. This is not counting the deaths or reloads on level 2. 2. This game is fucking brutal. Alright, let's deal with it. See, like, you had this water current that drags you back here to these spikes. There's nothing. Look at this shit. There's nothing to prepare you for it. Like, the only way that you can figure this out is by dying. There's no visual hints, nothing. Just dying. Good morning, Cloud. Mm. Morning, Ben. How you doing, man? Dark Souls usually gives you a hint, but every now and then Dark Souls will bullshit you. Thank you for the donation, Ben, man. Benjamin Jammin. Yeah, save crystals were a thing. Now they're just a collectible. See, I'd have 14 save crystals, but I've saved like almost double the save crystals I've taken. But to be fair, I probably could have got to this point with like 3 save crystals still. Because since I can save as often as I'd like, I do save on things that I normally wouldn't save on. Oh, fuck this. Yeah, I'm dead. Did I save? Yeah, I saved here. Did I already use one of the keys? So I got to get there and get into... Okay. Alright. Check DM. Ooh. Did I upload the wrong video? I had to look at that. I might have uploaded them out of order. Good Lord, look at how picture perfect you gotta be with this bullshit. Do I have to do them both? Or is just this one actually the one that matters? Nope, gotta do them both. Good Lord. Like, how is that for like a game? Like if somebody can beat this game in one sitting without saving, you are a golden god. Just putting that out there. Brad Clapp, thank you for the $2, man. No, Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 all pretty much run on the same engine. Just making sure I got this thing. Yeah. Hey, Akita. So where do I go for the last key? How do I get this door to open? That seems like it's a way out, not a way in. Okay, so we've killed the statue of Shiva. We've done these 2 keys. We've put both keys in. Climb through the hole. There's nothing over here. So the only thing that I know, you passed the buttons, pimp? Yeah, but I've only got 2 of the 3 keys. Or were you saying I passed the buttons to to open that door? Is there a key? Is there a button over here? Like, this part of the wall looks suspicious right here, but it doesn't give me anything to work with. I need one more key for these locks here. And I don't see anything. Lucifer, morning, dude. Thank you for the $10. Play Tomb Raider 3 or 2. This is 3. This is the most difficult one. This is big boy mode. So there's this guy who's just suspended up here for some reason. He's holding it down. So we've done this. Like, all right, like if you guys want a backseat here. Oh, the last key's just sitting right here. Okay. Okay, that opens this. Oh, end of the level. The last 2 hours of gameplay were so worth this cutscene. I remember this level as a kid. This is the quad bike level. Let's see. So we got 5 secrets on here. What's this level called? The River Ganges. And here's the quad bike. If the audio's messed up, that's tough titty. Let me turn I can turn the capture card up, see if that does it any better. Try hitting refresh on the stream, guys. I'm guessing somewhere in India. Because there's a river full of piranha. So this is the temple we just came out of, so we're obviously not going to need to go here. So we're going to have to use the quad bike to jump. The one thing I'm wondering about is, like, are we going to need any kind of... Because, like, let me be perfectly honest. I remember the basic concepts of most of these levels because I have beaten this game twice. But the last time I really sat down and played Tomb Raider 3 was like 2000. Like 2 years after it came out. So like it's been 23 years since I played this game. And a lot of the intricacies are lost on me at this point. I don't feel like I see a secret here. Tell me if the game's too loud, because I kicked the audio up quite a bit. Let me lower it a little bit more. Remember, squares reverse, X's drive forward. If I remember correctly, like you could charge it up. There it is. L2, hold L2. No. Now hold L1. Does it hold them both? Dead. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to like used to be able to like charge it up to get to almost like fucking neutral dump it. And I didn't save at the beginning of the level. Come on, video game. Really? Did I get the key out of this? Please tell me I did. I didn't. Fuck you. Alright. Dead. See, I wish it would just let you go to be... I hate the fact you have to save to get to the next level. This one might be salvageable. Yep. Yeah, there's not much to it. Like it's literally less than a minute worth of backtracking. Hopefully, I can skip that cutscene. No. That's not how it was back then. Because these games on the PlayStation, if you died on a level, you would get a chance to restart that level. You wouldn't make you load the last time you saved. Like it would give you a checkpoint at the beginning of the level. Alright, cool. You motherfucker! Oh! Oh! I just loaded the fucking game instead of saving it. God, I'm masterful. Ugh. I hate life, life hates me. Tomb Raider 3 sucks, big PP. And we're dead there. There's no reason to keep going. Oh, whew, good lord. Good thing the PS5's got them good load times. Maybe. Yes. We're out. We're out this bitch. Dude, I would pay money to see Phil just do this section of the fucking map. And this isn't even the hardest section of this map. Just this section of Temple Ruins. Fuck Temple Ruins. Fuck everything about it. Fuck the guy that made the map. Fuck anybody that looks like the guy who made the map. Fuck core design. Fuck them all. Tomb Raider 3 came out in a time with the analog stick, because by Tomb Raider King 3 came out in 98. We're talking about a year or two before the PlayStation 2. So like at this point they just had archaic game design. The first game came out before the analog sticks were on the controller. Not this one. This one, the DualShock had already been out. They knew about it. And they just didn't want to change the engine to accommodate the DualShock. All right. There's a way to charge this bad boy up. I know there is. Is it circle and X? Triangle and X? I saved. See right there, it's like I need, maybe I gotta do this quicker. There, we got it. How the fuck do I get off this bitch again? Alright. Circle gets off of it. Okay. What did I do wrong? What's that up in the ceiling there? So yeah, I enjoy this wings. It looks like you are too. A little spooky. Let me move the bike in case there's a switch or something over there. There's no switch here. There's obvious hole up there. There's that. There's that. I don't think that's jumpable. I can give it a shot though. It is. I see a cobra right now. Look at that little motherfucker right there. Look at him. That dude right there is nightmare fuel. Look at that king cobra. Look how big that bitch is. They made horror movies with less of a snake. Wings, did you see that Sony is claiming that PSP is at the end of its lifespan? The PSP lacks titles. I'm surely hurt the brand's image among customers. Dude, the PS5 can't be at the end of its lifespan. Like, honestly, like, it hasn't been out yet. I'm dead serious about this. It's like, woo, I didn't get hit. But what games have came out so far in the PS5's lifespan? You've had Demon's Souls Remastered, which is a one-for-one remake of the 2009 game. You've had Miles Morales, which is essentially Spider-Man with a new coat of paint in the same city that's just in winter. Same movement, same engine, same everything, different story. You've had God of War Ragnarok, which is like really the only game off the top of my head that's like brand new, right? Like PS5, you know. But even then, like, you have like Horizon and God of War Ragnarok were both designed around the PS4 hardware and barely upgraded to the PS5. And let's not even get me started about the Last of Us PS5 releases, right? The PS5 on the Last of Us release fucked up a major mechanic of the game that made it very hard to play stealthy. And the PS5 upgrade of The Last of Us Part 2 says it increased like shadows and shit. I don't fucking see it. It just doesn't happen, right? Yeah, you had Final Fantasy 16, you had Tekken 8. I mean, but like, I would guarantee you there's not been 10 games that was made that were original ideas. Like, granted, you had like the remake of Resident Evil 4, the remake of Dead Space, you had you know, various other games that were remastered, like Tomb Raider remaster and shit like that. And you had Call of Duties, right? But Call of Duties are getting made regardless. Like, Call of Duty's been the same game on the PS3 than it is on the PS5. Like, it just plays a little bit better and has more memory to put more shit in it, right? Like, how can you say that the PS5 hardware has already reached its limit when there's no games? There's nothing, right? Like, look at it this way. The first PS3 games And the last PS3 games were drastically different. Drastically different, right? Like, think about like what are the first PS3 games look like? You had like what was that Halo clone that they came out with? That was like a pile of shit. They had the avatar and everything for with like the yellow mask. No. What Resistance? That was Insomnia. Haze. Yeah, Haze. Remember what Haze looked like? And then compare that to The Last of Us. That's the same fucking console. Right? That's the same console. The same console that made Haze made The Last of Us. Same console, same hardware. PS4. I don't think the PS4 had a very good life cycle. 2013 to 2000 and what? 20? Like a 7-year life cycle. I didn't think the PS4 was done with making games. And then the PS5 came out, but like, PS5, hardware came through, solid state drives, whatever it might be. They have no way, shape, or form tapped into the PS5's potential. And like, what is the PS6 going to be? Is it just going to be like them wanting me to buy a new computer? And if that's the case, I'll probably do it. But if I was you guys, you shouldn't do it, because like, what's the fucking point? Like, half of this generation, because the console's been out 4 years now, and half of the generation is spit in a scalper's basement. Scalpers stopped buying the PS5. They're like, oh, the PS5's not selling well. No, motherfucker. People got tired of fucking paying scalp prices. Ain't no games. There's no games. Like, real talk. Like PS5 Pro to me, that is a complete no buy. Right? Here's why a PS5 Pro is a no buy to me. One, I've never ran into a performance issue on the PS5. There's never been a game that's came out, because most of them are just old games that I've played before on other systems, that I felt like, oh man, I could use a little more horsepower to push this game to have good performance. Hasn't happened yet, right? Two, which part of no games is going to take access to the new PS5 Pro's extra horsepower, right? Which game is going to be like, this is going to revolutionize how you play this game? None of them. None of them is going to, because there's no games being made that's going to push the limit of the PlayStation 5 Pro, much less the PlayStation 5. Alejandro! I love fucking Alejandro's a fun name to say. They said that while they sit there, they know all the scalpers, and they say that while they sit there, know all the scalpers bought the PS5. Right? It's like the reason the PS5 sold so well is people were artificially inflating the market. And now they're trying to keep like shareholders happy, because like if shareholders don't get like the dopamine hit of like huge sale numbers on a like for the here's what I don't understand, right? Like consoles or hardware on consoles are usually sold at a loss, and you make that loss up in software sales via subscriptions to Sony, games, that the percentage of games that you sell on the Sony network, having games put on the Sony network, that kind of deal, right? So like selling consoles is generally in the same line of like selling memberships, right? Because they lose money on the console, which they make back up on the software side of things. So like, what is the fucking point of selling more consoles versus creating software that people want to buy? Like, there's all types of revenue on the PS5 they're just not tapping into, right? they've took features away from the PS5 that the PS4 had, right? You could spend $2 and get cool custom skins on your PS4. Like you can get, or you can buy certain games and get custom skins on your PS4, right? If you bought like Final Fantasy VII, the first one, you got like a custom Final Fantasy VII skin for your PS4 Pro, and it had like the Final Fantasy VII music, and you had like Ares and Cloud hugging, and like it made like the menu sound and all the other shit, right? Get on with the gameplay, like yeah, because you're invested in this fucking game that came out before you were born. I believe that 100%. I mean, there's themes like I don't want to load game. I want to save game. So which way were we supposed to go here? Let's go in the cave area first. Ooh, I did not see that coming. I bet you there's a secret in that giant hole. If I was a developer, I'd hide a secret in the giant hole. I don't see a secret in the giant hole. Oh, I hate you developers. Another thing about this game I wish to do, it defaults to the load game screen, which is fine, but why don't you give me a prompt that's like, you're about to load this game. Do you want to load this game? I just see Magnum ammo just now. Get more harpoons for, get more weapon ammo for weapons we don't have. What's up, pimps? I'm babysitting my niece and we're watching Pokemon. What happens when I get to the end? The answer is death. Death's what happens when I get to the end. Yeah, I was so lucky to like look at the luck right there radiating on me. And I gotta go through that secret again. Dude, you guys should really heart feel on to play this game though. this would be a joy to watch Phil complain about Tomb Raider 1, because this right here is not a game for Phil. Like, because there's not a difficulty select. Tomb Raider 3 is just fucking hard. Like, there's no difficulty select whatsoever. It's like, oh, do you want hard mode or do you want hard mode? There is no difficulty select. Yeah, this is this is the only difficulty you get. Fucking brutal. Dude, Phil would rage quit this game in the jungle level. Like Phil would it would be I guarantee you Phil would spend an hour getting down the first slope in this game. Are the trophies easy? Some are, yeah. There's like almost 300 of them, though. I didn't have enough beans last time. I seen that place where I probably could have went down to a secret. Back up onto the monkey. Bunk you. The big ass fucking bird. Why I'm up so early? I don't fucking know. Bored out my mind. What is that? Pick up a med cap before a monkey grabs it? Dude, which monkey is going to come grab the med pack from under the water? Look at them flying mechanics right there, bud. Excellent AI pathing. Gonna happen to a nicer person. Oh, dude, this game does get strange. See, I don't even know where the fuck I'm going. Apparently, I win. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Apparently, I win. I think that was the quickest I've beaten a level in the game so far. Wings, I need girlfriend advice. My long-term girlfriend of 7 years wants to try something new. I was scared that she wants another man in the bedroom, but she's into pegging. Oh, my lord. I ain't got no advice for you, bud. Absolute zero. What in the fucking maze is this shit? Okay, so that's not a pitfall. My question is, if you've had a girlfriend for 7 years, why don't you put a ring on it by now? No, Phil, you can talk about the podcast. I haven't took the time to remove all the the podcast stuff off the banned words. Some Uzi clips with no Uzi. Shit, if I'm in a committed relationship for another 10 years, we got to start filling out wills and trust. Not be talking about if our buttholes are innies or outies. I'm getting old, players. I'm just hoping I'm not going in a fucking circle here. Bitch. Well, the snake is new. Alright, I think we're making progress. I got a feeling this is just gonna kill me. Really? What in the Indiana Jones is that bullshit down there? Music, you too hyped for this shit, dog. Too hyped. Alright. Uh-oh. Go, you punk bitch! Look how evil this game is! Look at it! Look how evil this shit is! Did they tag me or did they just hit me with their head? It's like they gave you the quad bike. He's like, all right, dog, you had a little too much fun. Here's a pit full of fucking cobras and a boulder trap. You feel me? I had a strawberry and cream protein shake for breakfast. But I haven't went to sleep yet. The fact they give me a save crystal and a health item means I'm about to get my ass beat. I'm going to take the game's advice. I'm going to save. That ass beating is coming. Okay, so like he turned the water to fire with his fucking mind. I got you. Okay. I can do this. Yeah, this is easy mode, bud. I do think the new Indiana Jones games looks good. So if I get hit at all, I'm pretty much donezo for shunzo. Like, is that a shotgun or is that a magnum there? What gun is that? Oh, you motherfucker. Why did they even bother giving you a health pack on this point? Like, honestly. That's the grenade launcher, isn't it? Yeah. I was wondering, like, why did they give me grenades over here? What's your favorite fast food breakfast order? I like grits with scrambled eggs with like jalapenos in them and like putting ketchup on top of them and like salt and pepper and like mushing them all together.
I saw you were doing a rather more creditable job, I think. Indeed, I'm inspired. I'd like to offer you other work.
What? Shoot the breeze with some of your other boys? No thanks.
Fortunately, they were the only lab rats we let loose into the field. No. My request is for 3 other artifacts like this.
The Infada tribe only had one artifact of this type. It's unique. Anyway, what would your interest in it be?
I'll show you. It's not from India, rather an island near Antarctica. It is in fact meteorite rock that has been fashioned and used by Polynesians who were once settled there many, many years ago. See that? That's unique. An unknown material.
So how did it end up here?
Formed from the planets, sculpted by Polynesians, distributed by goons.
Why are you drinking a protein shake? You normally wouldn't even need all that unless you're working out for protein, because protein keeps you full.
August 14th, 1834.
This voyage is getting too boring for me to go on with this journal. Me adventures at sea are an embarrassment. The only tales I'll have to tell are hours of bird watching, picking and pressing flowers, following them blasphemous ideas of the governor, Darwin. But this don't even concern me now. I just want food, something more than vegetable broth in me. Today we 5 have made a pact. The only sampling we're going to be doing is for meat. Pure, solid, blood-rich meat.
The snow's run out. The tracks have gone.
Just keep going. We're on its trail.
Protein shakes have no sugar, man. Like some do, but the ones we're drinking don't have sugar at all. Premier Protein.
Too late. There's only 4. None for you.
I guess I get Paul's. Dog, you see how quick and easy P picked that boy up? Homie out here really fucking doing the most.
Stephen! Faster! Dang it! Quick! Stephen! Come on, faster! Nobody better say no
I don't drink them
about
that
the
often.
governor.
My wife offered me
Else
one
we'll
this
be back
morning,
having to
and
hunt
like
down that creature
I
for
was
its
feeding him for
samples.
food, so
Paul
like
fell down a crevasse,
we're
okay?
supposed to be getting like
Hey, Stephen.
Jersey Mike's later at lunch. So like I
Stephen
drunk it
was
just
the
to try to
only
like
survivor of the 4. When
kill
he
time
arrived
with
back
Jersey
in
Mike's.
London, he superstitiously sold off his artifact, having seen his pals murdered or killed with theirs. One here in India, one in the South Pacific, and one in
Okay,
Nevada.
it has 1 gram of
Places where I'd
sugar.
like
Like
to
I
go.
feel you, Terry Tate, but that's pretty much
Sounds good to
nothing.
me.
The Infada Stone. There's a conspiracy going around that the Infada Stone actually makes you go crazy. Like this isn't. They give you a choice here to which section you want to do next, but there's no real choice because like in Nevada you lose your guns. So if you want any ammo for the other, so if you do these 2 first, like London and South Pacific, and then you do Nevada, you lose all your ammo. So it's best to lose your ammo early.
Lose your ammo, lose your mind.
Mm-hmm.
What we doing?
Playing Tomb Raider.
Croft or something like that? Was that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Like all the boys thought she was so hot.
You should get your pants on. Let me show you what I can do to you.
I think we should wait for that.
Okay.
I think we should make that like a special thing. Maybe when I get my hair done.
That's
No,
that's
not so soon. Looking at their phone.
it's an early morning stream. I'm streaming more so just to
know.
kill time.
I'm just messing with you, baby. We know you make more money than me. It's fine.
We don't even talk about that.
Did you tell them? Did you tell them I did my first 5K since surgery?
Did you just poop?
No, I did this, or she did a cough.
Okay.
I did this, and she did like a cough-like thing.
Well, I can't. I gotta be careful how I talk to you because apparently, like, sarcasm is not allowed on the internet.
Oh, okay. Oh, so when you're sarcastic to me, they think you're being mean to me?
No, a guy named Nick Merckx.
Uh-huh.
His wife called him to tell him that she found the beautiful flowers at Lowe's or some shit like that,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, "Why did she call me to tell me she found flowers at Lowe's? I don't care." Vintage donated $5 for your 5K.
Awesome. Now move that over to my 5K account so I can go get my
I'm about to
Brook
die.
Green Gardens account because there's 2 5Ks in Brook Green Gardens this year I want to do.
Nick Merckx sounded dangerously close to a slur. Everything you guys think about is a slur.
Ugh. All right, carry on.
I'm looking Because like I feel like you can climb this little rock thing here, and I'm just looking for the proper way to do it. Here's some for more for Special K. Thank you guys for the $10. Appreciate the love. Get her. Woo, snake. Look, they baited me with this rocket hard. Do I own a bidet? I do not. Here's the thing with people like Vash, right? Vash doesn't have real trolls. Not at my level. So, like, all the shit that Vash said will be swept under the rug a week from now. Is that barbed wire? It's looking like barbed wire. And everybody be forgot about it, and they'll be moved on to the next thing. Vash, Vosh, whatever, you know. The dude's creepy looking. Can we all agree that he's much creepier than I am? Finish the Nick Merck story. That was the whole story. Like everybody started like talking shit about him because like his wife called and said she found some flowers or something at Lowe's, and she wanted to plant them, and she was excited about it. And he gets off the phone with her, and he's like, "I don't care about that shit." And he was like sarcastic to her while she was on the phone. I have seen my name in Helldivers too. Matter of fact, like, look. Let's look at it, right? Here's the clip right here. So you guys can see it for yourself.
Honey, I'm on stream and you're on speakerphone.
I just wanted to tell you, I got so many plants for my butterfly garden, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm buying ladybugs, like a whole bunch of them.
That's great.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Ladybugs, they kill off other insects.
The ladybugs?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, you're an idiot. Bye.
Jesus Christ. That's great, honey.
Do you not agree?
That she wanted to talk about her ladybugs and stuff like that, and he was in the middle of streaming.
Oh my lord, I did better with that. Why did he pick up the phone?
She might have been in trouble. She might be the bumper car queen like you are. Like every time I pick the phone up for you, I prepare myself for you to wreck something.
Like, for real. Why he pick up the phone? But like, if you tell me you're streaming, I know not to tell you about anything I know you don't care about.
Well, I just don't want... I tell you that I'm streaming to let you know your level of like, conversation.
It's going to be quick, so if it's important, say it. If not,
No.
say not.
Look. It's more like, don't tell me anything you wouldn't want the internet to hear.
Honey, I follow that rule in life because you tell them anyway.
Okay. Good rule of thumb.
I had to learn to remember, don't tell Jordy anything you don't want the internet not to know. Because he going to say it. I think Keem's learning that rule too. What?
Do we jump off from there? No, we do
Protein
not.
shakes or eggs? Can I have both?
Dude,
Usually
don't get them started because they just gave me a lecture that the 1 gram of sugar that's in a Premier Protein is going to make me die an early death or some shit like that.
They'll be all right. You know what my comeback to that is? That 1 gram of sugar is a lot better than the 1,000 grams of sugar I was eating from McDonald's. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's all about moderation. You have to have some sugar.
Yes. You're supposed to have 20 grams a day.
Some sugar is healthy. I'm a scrambled eggs girl.
Yeah, I like scrambled eggs too.
I'm glad I finally learned how to cook them.
You never know how to cook scrambled eggs. You get the pot hot and you just...
Well, here's the problem. I'm too impatient for like scrambled eggs.
You
Like,
know,
you don't want to get the pot too hot because it ends up being fried eggs, not scrambled.
this is from your husband that don't cook. You know how you tell? You put a little
When it
piece of
starts-
butter in the pan.
But we don't want butter because it's unhealthy. But yeah, so like I finally perfected it. My daddy can scramble some eggs, man.
I bet she uses butter too.
Dude, my daddy used to use the old school Crisco lard, okay?
Yeah, that should be fire, son. That shit was hot. I need to eat your daddy's scrambled eggs. When they got to pull that big white top off the top of it.
Yes, big blue canister.
Yeah, that's when you know you about to be eating good.
Oh, that was back in the day. When he put us all on diets, he stopped doing that though. What?
Them diets. I've been paying the price for them diets for about 4 years now.
You know what though? The diet Daddy put us on that we were all on wasn't as bad as like with my mama, because like he did it because he felt like the whole family needed to get healthy.
Oh, can't hear the game at all? Turn it up. Kyle Dennison, Kelly's way cooler than Kat. Kat is standoffish. She can't even hang on stream for her pig roach. Butter up some scrambled eggs are lit. Well, she can't have the butter because she's on the old weight loss diet.
If I was to do it, I'd do the fake butter, the futter, I guess we'd call it.
Flutter.
I can't believe it's not butter. Which, by the way, I can totally believe it's not butter. That is a terrible name.
There's a snake over there, isn't there? Yes. I know there was a thing down there. Woo. I don't think I was supposed to take that route. Okay, so if I jump here. At least the piranhas are done for now. There's the bird. What other goodies we got here? Let's get air real quick. You do accomplish for the best channel banner. I do need a new channel banner and logo. I've been meaning to look at Canva and see if they offered something that does it for me, or like a program that will that'll like help me make a banner. Okay, so there's no way I'm reaching that. So I guess we'll go up that thing. I don't give a shit about AI art. Like, I understand the concept behind it. Like, yo, you don't want to take away from people's art degree because art degrees are already considered worthless for most people, and people don't appreciate said art degrees. But I'm in the realm of like, as long as they got all 5 fingers, I'm good. I don't think there's even a chance in hell I can make that. Nope. There's gotta be somewhere else I can get up at. Keemstar has been magically quiet this week. And it's kind of scaring me because I know, like, he was on some ordinary podcast and it was titled The Downfall of LolCal Live. I'm like, really? I thought our last few episodes were the best we've ever done. Like, the live show was great. The fucking last 2 podcasts with Wendigoon and the one we just had by ourselves, both of them were, in my opinion, killer episodes. I think that, like, the chemistry and everything's getting there. Yeah, I resolved the beef with Keem. Everyone really beefed, man. It was just more of like a work dispute. I don't know how to get out of this fucking water. Is there something down here? Did you see that Keem podcast, or was it clickbait? I seen it, but I didn't click on it. It could be clickbait. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out, because I asked Keem today, like, what was the live show going to be about, because I kind of want to prepare for it. Because I like to know. We've discovered I can't make that jump, right? I'm about to be dumb and try it again. Oh, I can make it. Morning, Avarice. What are you playing this game on? I'm playing this game on my PlayStation 5. It's not so much Boogie's brother was low effort, right? Like, it's something we thought was gonna be interesting, but like, I got guests. I've got guests for at least 3 weeks out of a month right now, lined up. Oh, Boogie's dad's not still alive. Yeah, all that work climbing up and all those shotgun shells and Uzi clips are still back down there. Well, it did at least give me, like, knowledge of the map I didn't have before, right? You motherfucker. I'm not climbing all the way back up. Shit's gonna take the L. We're just gonna load. Morning, Bojangles. Into the drink you go. So what did I do wrong here? Because I remember jumping straight to the top last time. Rapture doesn't throw every game. This is just a fucking secret? Really? You know the worst part about this is I got like 12 Desert Eagle clips, 14 Uzi clips, 14 MP5, and a grenade launcher. And like I think I lose all the ammo when I get captured in the next stage. Like just all of them. Don't get captured. Thank you for the insight, pimp. It's not 14 bullets. That's like 800 rounds of clips. Like honestly. Hello from the land of Chicago. See mass like the Phantom of the Opera. Window. To a peasant puts a pistol in your window. Look. Dude, I can't be the only person in the world that feels like Vosh is compensating for a micro penis, right? Like, dude, all his actions scream like, dog, I got a baby dick. Like every single one of them actions, dog. And when I say baby dick, I'm not talking about like a 4-incher, right? I'm not talking about some dude with like some average ass fucking shit that just, you know, porn makes him feel bad. I'm talking about like a legitimately like pissing in public is hard. I think like 4.5 inches is the average male length. That's what most guys are working with. I think I did this the wrong way, but it worked regardless. See, like I feel like there's a secret over there. What makes someone an incel? Being unable for a woman to want to have sex with you because of your personality and or looks. That's what makes someone an incel. That's all it is. Incel stands for involuntarily celibate. Doesn't stand for anything else. Well, look at it this way. There's people. I wouldn't necessarily say like when incels have the woman hating thing aspect to it, as much as I think this just goes up and around. Yeah. As much as like a lot of people that happen to be incels also are people that just fucking happen to just hate women. Right? Like they blame women for the fact that they can't get pussy. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy, I know that's right. No! No, Laura, no! Laura, you a punk bitch! Big Tito. Have you ever seen incels? Vice did a documentary on them. Like they all have similar traits too. Like and like a lot of people want to blame shit like Dungeons and Dragons and mess like that. But like Dungeons and Dragons ain't the whole story here, bud. I played Dungeons and Dragons and I had girlfriends. Right? Like a lot of it's just like that mentality. They like get together, they live in echo chambers and they don't do anything, right? Like I recently seen a thing, and I'm not gonna show this on stream, but like I followed this Reddit called like just neckbeard things, and this dude showed a picture of like where he like busted his junk all over the wall, and like it was right next to a windowsill which he smoked his cigarettes and like put the ashes out on the windowsill. It's like, yeah. You a nasty motherfucker, dude. Dog, it ain't a joke. That ain't a joke. The picture proved that ain't a joke. Dog, like go look at the picture. If you go to like just neckbeard things, you'll find it in the last day or so. Just look at that picture. It's fucking rancid. Because it's right next to his pillows and shit, and his pillows look like they've been nicotine scarred. Right, Cat Van. That's the whole point. That's part of like incel. Like you don't brush your teeth. You don't fucking bathe. You don't like wash your face. You fucking treat yourself like trash all day. Why don't anybody find me attractive? Damn, it's a lot of TNT. Every time I see TNT, I think of that Lost episode where the guy's like, I know how to handle TNT, and then blows his fucking self up. Or that character's name was Aren't? I don't remember his fucking name. I remember that shit was fucking sad. Alright, so where are we messing up at here? So if we fall this time, we're just gonna load. Dude, South Beach Toe is fake as a motherfucker, dude. So I'm wondering if we can thread the needle right here. No. I'm wondering if we just got like back up here and like jump into the crack. Fuck me, man. Again, like I don't think somebody living with their parents past 22 is a mental deficiency, right? Like sometimes it'd be hard out here in these motherfucking streets. And not everybody's on, you know, on a positive timeline or positive trajectory. Some people have more hurdles than others, right? And some people choose not to run hurdles at all, meaning that they just don't try. But I'm an advocate for not like putting people on other people's timeline, right? So like if you're in your parents' house and you're in your mid-20s, that doesn't mean anything realistically. Good lord, come on, video game. I'm just gonna save it next time I get to that point. Because trust me, I live in a very cheap area to live in, and me and Kelly make, I want to say, upper middle class money. Right? And I don't see how people would make less money than us do it. I honestly don't. Because all it takes is getting sick one motherfucking time, and you fucked. Hey Apollo, thank you for the $1, man. Like, look how brutal this fucking game is, dude. Like, I gotta drop down, do the flip, and land, or I go straight back to the bottom. This game, dude. And this game had save crystals.
Are you going to be up in like an hour, hour and a half?
Yeah, most likely.
Because my plan is to go walk, and then I'll grab stuff on the way home.
Cool.
Okay?
I mean, Apollo can donate who the fuck he wants to donate to. I am... Oh, hello, Mr. Snake. Is there anything under the big rock? I see light. This seems like a secret. Ooh, there's the Uzis. Is the game sound too loud or just right now? How many shots we got in the Uzis? We got 400 shots, son. Pow, 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 pow. The whole stream is quiet? My microphone doesn't look like it's too quiet. Thank you, Hans. Thank you for the $2, man. Oh, shit. I got the ads on, right? Let me turn the ads off. I'm sorry about that. Like, YouTube defaults to the ads being on now. Yeah, I feel like it's a little quieter than usual, but like I think it's more to do with like I need to reset my computer than anything else. I've also not readjusted. These dudes have the a lost soul from Doom on the back of their jacket. Please tell me that didn't send me all the way back. Look at this bullshit. I know I saved it, but just look at this bullshit, son. This is a mouthful of dick. Why does the game have to be this way? Like, that doesn't make any sense. This is the Mojave, man. This is where like Area 51 and shit's at. Snake, wake up. Time to get shot. This is what we used to do as kids right there. Just like boop, 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 boop. Hey, hey, it's okay, Jared. All right. I don't usually save scum as hard as I am on this game, but man, This game is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I don't know if you guys can hear that with the fan, but like I bought this fan like a couple years ago and I paid like $250 for it. And it's already like sounds like a bearing's going out in it. To put this in perspective, I got a fan in my bedroom I bought 14 years ago and the bearing is fine. I don't think we do this just quite yet. You know what? Let me check my volume mixer. My headset's all the way up. Settings. My microphone is all the way up. Advanced option settings. Microphone's all the way up. I can turn the gain up a little bit more. I've talked to therapists before, and I've never actually felt like a therapist has actually helped me. Like, in my opinion, the only thing a therapist is good for is getting paid as the therapist. So here we go with another jumping puzzle where the punishment is starting all the way back over. Which I'm going to save scum this jump. Because I'm a punk bitch. Like, look at this. Look at this shit. Like, what does the player want to see here? The jump that they're trying to make, or Laura standing looking at the water? This shit couldn't have been play tested. Cannot be play tested. They had to be like, fuck it, put it out. Oh, look at this garbage. Just look at this garbage. Like, I can't... It's going to take me all the way back. All the way back. You guys got to get Phil to play this game. You got to get Phil to play this game. He will shatter one of those stupid-ass Ninja Gaiden things behind him. Just this part alone. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at it. Oh. Alright, where are we supposed to fucking go? We've made it to here. We can't... Oh, we can jump... Can we? Like, it acts like it wants to grab up, but it won't let me. Okay, in the actual game, I never met defeat, yo, I never been beat. I'm the illest motherfucker on YouTube that you'll ever meet. Never met defeat, yo, I never been beat. I'm the illest motherfucker on YouTube that you'll ever meet. Sauce and hate motherfucker with the boss band. Big Harley out here with the big saucepan. It's your boy Bojo. Got you running like Flojo. Dude, I'm basically safe scumming every jump every minute. Like this shit right here is rough. Like, what is the point of coming back here? One fucking rocket? Is that it? Just one? I wish you would have let me know ahead of time. Put a sign. There's one rocket back here, so I know not to come back here. Because I guarantee you I won't shoot that bitch to the end of the game. And I fucked up. Every time I hit the water, it might as well be fire. Like, honestly, why even have water in this part? Just let it be fire, because like any sensible person will just restart their game as soon as they hit the water. Like, what kind of sadomasochist would actually sit here and climb all the way through the stage again to do that fucking puzzle? See, like, I can tell it's a ladder on this screen, but on this screen, it looked like it did. This shit didn't look like a ladder. What happens when you go into water? You get to do a huge ass movement puzzle again. That might take fucking upwards of 10 minutes. I'm saving it just because I got now that area. You know what the worst part about that is? They couldn't even give me the decency of giving me a secret noise. Like, no, this rocket's not actually a secret. It's a fuck you. I see that little snake moving. I've played enough From Software games. Dog, I am terrified of jumping into that water. Yeah, DSP's advice would be the good advice. It would be like, don't play it, dummy. Like, and I had to take that L because that motherfucker bright. Wings, tell me why I received a package one with just one single spoon in it. That's some bullshit right there. Like, they be sending people packages with a spoon in and let them know they have their address. I think I can get in this water. I think it's safe because it's like locked off from the current. I'm feeling like not going up for air. It was a mistake. I think I'm good. A good game designer won't make this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Why would that not open that grate? You feel me? You talking about Drew? Drew is Latin, but yeah, I do keep in touch. I do keep in touch with Drew. He recently got married. Dog, that I refuse to accept that as a beginner's trap because there ain't no way in hell a beginner's getting to this stage. Like if you've put this much effort into the game, you're no longer a beginner. Yeah, Drew's from God, what's the fucking name of that country? Honduras. Drew's from Honduras. It's from Latin America. So, like, here's the next thought process. I don't know what the fuck this little switch right here does. Because it doesn't open this. Doesn't open anything here. Must have to open something out here. When's the last time I went to a metal concert? Long time, buddy. Did it fill that thing up over there? What time is it? It's about 10 o'clock. So I'm guessing my goal is to get water going down this trench. Oh, there's this thing. Like, if this kills me, I'm gonna be upset. No. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops so high above the chimney tops is where you'll find me. That is such bullshit, dude. Like, I'm over here in this area. And if you go just a little too far over there, just a little bit. L. Capital fucking L. Alright, so we opened this gate. I don't know what it fucking did, but we can at least go back and look at the top of the machine to see if it changed anything, right? What did we learn? That I suck at the game. What we were supposed to learn? I have no fucking clue. Who would win in a fight, me or Darkside Phil, dog? I would beat Phil like a Honda Civic at a teenage rally. It would not even be a fair fight. I got a pro game challenge for Phil. I can pick my wife up. Can he pick his up? Oh. So that was shut for some reason? No. DSP is skinnier than I am. I don't believe he's healthier than I am. There's a difference there. So if we don't touch that, is this open? No. Oh, there's no background music at all. The background music only plays at certain encounters and stuff. I am completely lost at what to do, boys. So if somebody wants the backseat game, I'm not going to be mad right now. At least point me in the right direction. See you, John Bono. Suck on this. Hey, I'll take that. $5? There might be some cocaine residue on that shit. Well, I pulled all the underwater levers. I've pulled them all.
Alright, baby love.
See you, baby girl. Wing versus King Cobra, not the sober King Cobra. He drinks a gallon. Furious mix. Dog, I don't know if I could take King Cobra now. King Cobra, you know, he might fuck around with a Skyrim blend or some shit. Might fuck around, drink a Skyrim blend. Oh my lord. That's lame as fuck. Is this before or after we got the grate open here? Because like there's not much. Yeah, like the grate's open there. Which I went down here. There's nothing in this grate. If I press this again, does it do anything? That closes that back. That can't be the only thing there is to do down here.
What flavored chips?
Whatever they got. I don't care. I would say, is it something to do with these things over here? Alright, let's look on the walls carefully. Maybe we pull this thing twice. You can see where my ideas are getting run out at, right? At least they ain't got Sonic music blaring in my ears. They used to give me such bad anxiety as a kid. Have I tried to get Chris Chan on the podcast? 100% I have. Do I have any key items? No, I don't. React to King Cumber Bug Burrito, please. You'll be woke. Give me balance. I've already reacted to that, man, where he ate the fucking bug with his spicy fish burrito and shit like that. Alright, I'm going to go back down here and see if anything has changed. Like maybe that extra water like filled up this like big chain area over here. I'm grasping at straws right now. And oh, that's a ladder. I know that's a ladder from the other area. Can we do anything with this? Huh. Doesn't look like it. I don't know. Like, Chris Chan is weird. Like, it's like I don't even think the podcast would be that entertaining with Chris Chan, because I don't think he can work on a conversation like a human being. Is Chris Chan my type? No. I like my girls to be girls. I mean, if that if you know, if that's your thing, go for it. I ain't gonna hate on you. I just kind of prefer my girls to have hooties. Hey, Lisa. Alright, I'm going to jump in the water one more again. I'm going to go back to this switch and pull it once again. I'm actually going to do it on the way back. So I want to look right here in the old graphics to see if I'm not missing anything. I can't push the grade up or anything like that. Alright, we pulled the lever again. There's nothing else down here. What that did, that I can tell, is it opened this. What is this supposed to do? I don't fucking know. Like, I feel like I should be able to jump in here and there be like a switch or something that would like change the direction the water goes, right? But there's not. There's nothing in there. There's no switch here. No switch here. We're looking. Don't see anything. And he wings versus Alex Jones. Alejandro, I'd love to have Alex Jones on. I wouldn't be versus him though. Like, I would just fucking, I think Alex Jones would be cool as fuck to talk to. You just activated the water wheel, which is what you want to do. Go back to the underwater tunnel, and you should be able to pull 2 levers to advance. So I activated the water wheel. Go back to the underwater tunnel, and you should be able to pull 2 levers to advance. You're talking about the underwater tunnel over here? Or... between the 2 yellow things. Let's go down here. Okay, there's no levers in here. The tunnel I drowned it in earlier. I don't remember drowning. Are you talking about this tunnel? I just looked up. I keep missing a lever. When you swim up, look behind you. Okay, I'm go back. Let me get a little air here. We'll roll out. We're swimming. We're swimming. All right, when we're going up. All right, behind us. There's nothing on the walls. Swimming up, nothing on the walls. Swimming up a little further, can't go any further. Swimming down, looking at the walls, nothing. Nothing. Over here in this area right here, there's nothing here. Gotta go get I gotta go get air. Y'all can fight it at Bohemian Grove while the owl is lit, like some Street Fighter shit. Where is the Bohemian Grove? Isn't that the like Satan worshiper shit? Yeah, I pulled that fucking lever like 3 times. Thank you for the donations, Alejandro. Right at the entrance of the tunnel. Alright. I'm looking. Looking. Oh! Ooh! Ooh! I see one! What kind of fucking... Let's go see if that hatch is open. This feels like fucking King's Quest. You guys ever play King's Quest? In King Quest 1, there was this riddle where you had to guess this like goblin's name. And the goblin's name was Rumpelstiltskin, right? But you might guess that the goblin's name is Rumpelstiltskin. So here's where the bullshit starts happening, right? His name is Rumpelstiltskin, but you gotta spell it backwards. But you don't gotta spell it backwards in the sense of like putting Rumpelstiltskin in backwards. You gotta spell it backwards like as if you're spelling his name forward, but the alphabet is backwards, right? So you gotta, where like Z would be A, you know, X would be Y and shit like that. And here's the even worse part about this puzzle, right? Not only do you got to spell his name with the reverse alphabet. They misspelled Rumpelstiltskin. So if you spell his name correctly, like everywhere else in the world spells it, you will get the puzzle wrong. So I was like, good lord, fuck King's Quest. So we're up here now. What do we want to do up here? No, that's King's Field. We're talking about King's Quest. Made by Roberta Williams and Sierra Games. Alright, I feel like that door opens. And that door opens by another secret ass fucking bullshit hidden switch. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Oh. All right. We done it. Dude, I swam through that tunnel no less than like 6 times. Slowly. Looking. You couldn't see that bullshit ass lever. Could not see it. That lever can suck my dick till his neck breaks. It's a square and a half. Yeah, it's a tile and a half. We got the TNT key now. At least we know where that goes. Raul! XO player. XO homie. No, I'm not doing a 24-hour stream, dude. I am struggling right now as it is. I'm starting to get sleepy. Look at this dick suckery. Ugh. Winston the VTuber. Hey, Wings. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, Winston. How you doing, man? How much money you lose, Raul? So all good in the hood. I leave this bitch and never come back if I could. I hated the love of the underdogs on top. And I'm gonna shine, homie, until my heart stop. Yo, remember me. I'm Raps MVP. Do I like Kevin Smith movies? Some of them. Like, I like Mallrats. I like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I mean, like, I like Clerks 2 well enough. You know, I like Good Will Hunting. Was Good Will Hunting a Kevin Smith movie? I mean, like, but there's other movies I didn't like. I didn't like the J-Lo movie. I didn't like Chasing Amy. Nah, I never seen Tusk. Oh, yeah. Well, Good Will Hunting wasn't Kevin Smith then. Didn't Kevin Smith do a Bigfoot movie? Alright. This bomb is going to go in my face as soon as I put this bitch in. Why? Because they hate you. That's why. For a person keep saying Paul Blart, I think that's Kevin James you're thinking about, which is like one of Adam Sandler's friends. Which guarantees that he makes shit movies. Jersey Girl is the one I was thinking about with that fucking Kevin Smith. I mean, you can say Billy Madison is a classic all day if you want to, but like, for every Billy Madison, there's a fucking Jack and Jill. Can we be real with ourselves here? Maybe over here? Maybe so. Like, alright. You didn't find it funny when he hit all the children with dodgeballs? That's a serious cricket over here. That's my reward for not finding that switch. A cricket. With a Jack and Jill scene. Would I ever run for public office, Chester? Probably not. There's too much dumb shit of me rolling around there. Dumb shit I said when I was a kid. Well, I can't say kid. I had very bad takes as a young man that I'm embarrassed about at this point in my life. And those will very easily be used against me in any kind of political climate. I'd be a better president than Biden. That's not saying much. That's like saying, like, I'm sure there's like dogs that are mayors that would be a better president than Biden at sometimes. What am I looking for in here? Is this just an empty ass room? Oh, here's something. Can't reach. Can I just like traverse over? Huh. Name some Biden policies I don't like. The fact that he has like a speaking point that everybody in his cabinet is so sharp and that says he's so sharp and on top of everything, which is obviously a talking point, which means that they put together a plan to try to combat the fact that he has Alzheimer's. Well, I don't disagree with being a proxy war in Ukraine though. Like, I look at it this way with like the Ukraine thing. Like, does it suck that Ukraine's in a war with Russia that's got nothing to do with us, but we're interjecting ourselves in it? Sure, right? But at the same time, if you can spend money aiding an ally while severely weakening the Russian military so that they don't want to start a world war, why would you not do that? Right? Because like the amount of money we'd have to spend to have an actual ground war with Russia would eclipse what we're giving Ukraine tenfold. You know what I'm saying? I think the snake missed me. Try the jump without the quad bike? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Not happening, bud. Dude, I don't watch politics enough. That's why I'm not a politics channel. Here's my stance, right? My stance on things. I want people to take care of each other. Like, don't be shitbags. Like, in a perfect world, I would have New York policies, but Southern people, right? Because, like, for the most part, I agree with Tommy that a lot of people that are actual Democratic and liberal fucking hate each other. Just fucking hate each other. Whereas, like, a lot of people that are conservative are fucking cool to hang around with. They're nice. They're friendly. They kind of look out for one another. It's just the politics I disagree with. I feel like there's something I got to do here. This barely helps. Do you see how often Laura Croft can fucking climb? I feel like Laura Croft would hit you like that fucking bitch in Goldeneye, would just like wrap her legs around your midsection and crush your fucking ribs. Yeah, Xena on the top. Hit that person. Alright, I could use some help again because I'm fucking lost. Like, there's a jump I can make and there's this thing with a ladder that goes to an empty ass room. Like, there should be a way to get up there, but I don't fucking know. Like, I see what it wants me to do, but I don't know how to do it. Like if you look right, I can't really, the game won't allow me, but there's like, I feel like there's a door here. I don't know. I feel like this is the edge of the level and it won't let me get on it because of that. There's that thing. Because here's what I think. Like, I think you get up there today. You see a yellow door thing up there? I think if I can get there, I can jump over into that area. And that area might have like a quad bike somewhere that'll let me jump over that fence and finish the level. That's what I think is supposed to happen. I just don't know how to get those doors open or anything like that. If the yellow door was your previous question, Raul. Now that my house is paid off wings, I've saved 50 G's. Should I become a slumlord or should I invest somewhere else? Here's my issue with that, Raul. Like, I've tried to become a slumlord with like single wide trailers and shit like that. I find that most people just tear your shit up, right? Like, if I had to do it all over again, like, for example, like my current house is paid for, and there might be some point in my life where I get another house that's paid for by inheritance. And then I'll have 2 paid for houses. If that is a situation I find myself in, I'm more than likely to sell this house outright than rent it out. Because if I rent it out, yeah, there's a chance I can make more money renting it out. But I also know that if I rent it out, I'm still responsible for the $1,700 a year property taxes. I'm still responsible for like what's in the lease, like be it like the washing machine, wire, water heater, septic tank, things like that. And I'm also have to keep the fucking house up, right? Like I have to keep it painted. I got to keep putting new carpet and floors down. Like, and the floors in a house are fucking expensive. Like I've redone my kitchen floor for like $4,000, right? $4,000 it took to redo my kitchen floor. And it's like, and all it takes is one bad tenant to like constantly just fuck your shit up. And like, maybe I got unlucky and I got multiple bad tenants back to back, but like renting a house cost me money. It didn't make me money. That's, like, I feel like this door right here is supposed to swing open, maybe? Like, this is too high to jump up. Like it's a super headache. You gotta go. Like I had to go to like fucking I forgot what kind of court is, but like there's basically a certain court you got to go to for like disputes with like rental agreements and property agreements and shit like that. And it goes the same every way. They always side with the landlord for the most part. For the vast majority of the time, like 99% of the time, the landlord's winning that case when you walk in there. That's what my thought process was. But see, I got CCC. I live a little too far for CCU students, Han Solo. And because my thought process was if I can get their parents to like pay the lease up for like a year and like just give me like 10 grand and like, boom, you're good for the year. I'll put like 5 of it aside. I'll put the other 5 in my fucking savings account. And the 5 I put aside will be for in case like, you know, safety deposits or like something breaks, like the refrigerator or the stove or something in that year would break. Right? But that never was the case. Everybody wanted to go month to month. Everybody had a sob story. Everybody thought, like I had one person, because like my rent was like $600, right? And some person thought that was too high, that I needed to lower my rent, and I was conning people. And I had to show them that people were renting single wide trailers for $850 to $875 in the same area. I was $275 cheaper than the next cheapest house to rent. And that was my mistake. That was my mistake. Like, if you get into it, you need your rent high. And the reason rent is high because it wants to get away from those low rent tenants. Because people that can afford that low rent will destroy your shit. Straight destroy your shit. No care in the world. Yeah, I feel like let me look around here on these pillars. Like maybe there's a button down here that opens something on these pillars. I don't see anything. Yeah, I've seen 0 buttons on these pillars. 0. I think it's about time to take a break from this shit. I only could take 3 hours of bullshit in one given time. I really need to get I need to get a light because I got this shadow that kind of like hangs over me. Final laugh, Zeb. You laugh, but I had a person try to get me that Section 8 shit. Because here's the thing with Section 8 tenants. One, you got to classify your house as a Section 8 before you put the tenant in there, right? So, like, and that comes with this whole bunch of hoops you got to jump through. One, it's got to be state inspected. Two, like, it has to have a certain code that it has to go by to be there, which my house did. Like, it would have made all of those like hoops and stuff, but it takes time. And like if you've never dealt with the government, they move really, really fucking slow. They'll be like, okay, I'll come out and inspect your house 3 months from now. Motherfucker, that's 3 months of rent I've lost trying to wait for you to inspect my house. And then they'll tell you how much they're going to give you, right? It ain't like, all right, this is what I want to charge for rent. You pay me and I'll put one of your tenants into my house. No, they'll be like, all right, this is the tenant, and this is what we're going to give you to put him in your house. And it's like, like no. Okay, Alejandro, what are your thoughts on electric vehicles? Alejandro, I think electric vehicles are a fantastic failure, right? Like, I feel like they're fun to drive. I think that they work for certain people, and I think that's great that they're an option and there's certain networks out there. But I do not feel like, look at it this way, right? There's 300 let's call it 320 million people in America, just America, right? And all those people, the vast majority of those people own at least one car. Some people own more than one car, right? Like me and Kelly, we have 2 cars. So let's say there's 450 million cars that are internal combustion in the America right now that's operable. Like they can drive on the road, they're registered, they take gasoline or diesel, and all of them pay taxes for the roads, the bridges, the things like that nature, right? So, what I was going to say is like some people own more than one car, and I was trying to use me and Kelly as an example, but that, you're right, it's one car each. But like, for example, I used to have a truck and a Mustang, right? I had 2 cars on my own. And I had each car on the road. But some people own multiple cars. But so it's more than 320 million cars on the road because some people have more than one. But most people average at least one. So I'm calling it 450 million cars on the road. And are you going to replace that with electric cars? You're going to get 450 million electric cars out there? Not enough lithium. Our electrical grid couldn't handle it. The roads that are created with asphalt couldn't handle all the extra weight. I mean, hell, how many times have you seen them pave a new road, then somebody with a log truck that's overloaded like a motherfucker come and put grooves in it? Happens all the time down here in the South. Like you be driving on 701, and it's almost like riding on a fucking log road. Because it's boom, 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 and shit like that. And it's like, Would you go on the Kino Casino podcast to Andy Warsick and PPP? They frequently talk about locales like Ethan Routh and Nick Fuentes. I'm talking with Andy and can ask. He say yes. Medical was a guest last week. 6,000 plus viewers. Winston, can you get in touch with me? Because I don't want to say no, but I want to go look at the podcast before I agree to something like that. Right? Because like, I'm not trying to get in there and get fucking drilled. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get fucking yelled at and called all this other mess, which I don't mind doing that because people think I don't give a fuck about it. I just get tired of hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the $20. Raul, you're welcome, man. Thank you so much for the $8. But I just don't see electric cars taking over gasoline combustion engine. All right. I just don't see it. Like, here, let me give a more in-depth answer here, which is probably more in-depth than you plan most people give you. Electric cars have already failed because electric cars can't replace diesel, and diesel is the most important fuel in the world. Diesel's easy to store. Diesel's great for emergency fuel. You don't have to really, it has a high shelf life, and it's very good at over-the-road hauling, right? Like, people put diesel in big trucks because diesel can move things. It's very efficient, very high compression rate, very easy to get places. Like, electric cars can't replace what diesel do. Electric semi-truck will never do what a diesel semi-truck will do. There's never going to be an electric motor driving one of these big ships that bring stuff from China or England or anywhere over across the world. There's never going to be electric cars that do any of that because they don't have the range or the ability to do that. Right? They can replace gas cars, but they only can replace gas passenger cars. Do I think DSP fakes donations? No. DSP has tax documents that went out when he filed his bankruptcy, and he showed what he made every year. If he faked those donations, they wouldn't go on those tax documents because they would be considered losses. John Wick, yeah, 100%. And like, unless you can replace diesel, you're not replacing gasoline. Because diesel's a byproduct of gasoline. Who's my ideal podcast guest? Alex Jones. Like, I think Alex Jones is actually the king of the locales, to be perfectly honest. And I think he would be the crowning achievement guest for Local Live. Blade's gonna be more of a live guest, right? Like, I didn't want to do what I did to Blade, but it got clicks, and Keem was honest about getting clicks. And I'm like, if you want that kind of shit, you got to get me a guest I can do that with. Give me somebody I can tear into. Like, if you could give me Vosh or Vosh, where the fuck his name is, I can give you 100,000 view episode. But you got to give me somebody that is willing to sit there and debate and let me tear into them. And I don't like being that person, right? I can be that person, but I don't like being that person. Yes, there will be, but I've been streaming Snooper this whole time, and like, if I start uploading a video while I'm streaming, it's going to really slow down the stream. So once I get off stream, I'll upload the video and I'll put it out tomorrow. That man should never be around horses. you keep calling him my neighbor. Aaron has never lived near me. And I doubt he will ever want to come near me after the last time he fucked with me. Putting that out there. Yeah, I'd have Destiny on my podcast. Like, I'm down to have a whole bunch of people. When I'm down to have civil conversation with anybody. Right? Like, don't think if you're coming on Locale Podcast, you're going to just get lambasted because, you know, what we did to Blade and me and Tommy C and shit like that. No. It's I want to have entertaining guests. I want to have entertaining lines of conversation, and like I don't feel like screaming and yelling at somebody is the way to get entertainment out of people. Dude, I've been looking I look all over for people. Like I've looked into professional sports players that are retired. I've looked into like professional wrestlers. Like most professional wrestlers want like some type of appearance fee. Like they're kind of gotten spoiled by like channels like kayfabe commentaries and shit like that that offer them, you know, a couple $1,000s for like their time and shit like that. Like I can't afford to pay like Bushwhacker Luke $1,000 to come on my podcast for an hour. You know, I could throw him some cash, but like, you know, about 200 bucks is about the most I can do on my budget. You know what the chances of getting Spoonie would be? He barely shows up to most things. Like Maven right now is hot as fuck. Like hot as fuck online. Like he just created a new channel like 4 months ago. It's got like 500,000 subs already. I would love to have Maven Huffman on the podcast. Right? But there's a couple problems. One, Boogie probably don't watch wrestling. Tommy probably don't watch wrestling. Neither one of them will know who he is. So like I would have to lead the conversation and it would be like almost like a one-on-one interview. I don't know if the Island Boys declined. I'm gonna ask. This week we have Action Man on, Action 7 Man, and he had the Island Boys on his show. And I'm gonna ask him on the podcast, like, yo, do you think you could put in a word to get the Island Boys on our show? Yeah, Action Man, that guy, yeah. He's our guest for next week. I don't know if Civvy would do it. I know a guy who knows Civvy that he probably. I know I have access to a dude that's friends with Civvy 11 or CV11, so that's not out of the realm of possibility. Shoe Nice wants to do it, but I just don't know what to talk about with Shoe Nice. Are there any limits to the possible guests? Yeah, like we're not going to get Alex Jones or like Jake Paul or anybody that has a busy schedule to come on our like 40 or 50,000 view show, right? Not at this point in time. We got to grow, right? And the only way to grow is to put out content people want to interact with, people that actually want, and that's our goal right now. Our goal is to make content that people want. So I'm looking for guests that people want to hear from, like Wendigoon, you know, Action Man, like, you know, people like that. Like, I'm down for Frank Hassel, but I have to sit down and talk with Boogie about it. I haven't got a chance yet, right? Because I don't know if Boogie has like a restraint order or he's not allowed to talk to Frank Hassel. Like, if it would be cool if Boogie sat out that episode if we got Frank Hassel on, because like people want to see Boogie and Frank Hassel yell at each other, right? It's all about having a feel, and I feel like that would fit better in like a live episode than it would be on the podcast. See, I'm in control of the podcast guest. I'm not in control of the live show guest. That's Keemstar. Keemstar does all the live show stuff. I could probably get Ice Poseidon. Yeah, Frank Castle's a sick person, but that doesn't mean it won't be entertaining to have him on. Like that's the thought process I go in with Locale Live. How entertaining would this person to be to get on? And I know people want me to like confront a lot of my trolls and shit, but like it's gonna be the same episode you've seen every day. They're gonna call me a PDF, and then I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not really. And then they're gonna be like, yes, you are. Here's this, this, and this, and then it's gonna be a stalemate for like an hour. Like, nobody wants to see that shit. I mean, nobody really wants to see that shit. And, like, there's a huge swath of people out there that watch on, like Spotify and, like, Apple Podcast and YouTube. Like, just because the YouTube views are where they're at doesn't mean we're not getting hits from other places. Right? Dude, I would love to fight with Frank the Tank against the Mets versus Braves. The only problem is the Mets are in the rebuild right now. Like, Frank the Tank would be great for last week. Because, like, the podcast is getting, like, every podcast we're doing is like 100,000 impressions or more. If you take all the platforms together. But all people are looking at is, like, just the YouTube numbers. But, like, we pull, what, 4.5 to 6,000 viewers on the live stream every week. Like, the live stream is the place to be most of the time. It's one of the most entertaining live shows out there. No, Winston, you're not banned, man. No. Why would you donate $20 and not ban you? Dog, if we got EDP, that'd be a Blade episode. I don't like EDP. Like, I don't like him as a person. I didn't like the content he made as a YouTuber. I don't like how he pretends to be this hard ass motherfucker. You know, there's nothing about EDP that I like. Not one single thing. If you talk about Locale Live, Winston, like, I have the words banned right now, so it won't show your words up, and I gotta unban them. Just call it the podcast. That's most likely what's happening. I don't think we can get Ethan Klein, because Ethan Klein and Keemstar have a bad history. The problem with EDP being a big personality is we'd have to talk about, you know. And I feel like we talk about that too much recently. With Vosh and, like, my trolls and shit like that. Ryan Kills, he's our next week's guest. That's who we're having on next week. I know who Review Bruh is. I don't know, like, I think he is a very intelligent person, and I'd love to have him on the podcast. And it would fit perfectly with me and Boogie, because me and Boogie and Review Bruh and Tommy would just feel awkward as hell. We'd over here have like a fucking hour conversation about Little Caesars pizza. Couple fat motherfuckers look like fucking sandworms on Arrakis. Talking about eating pizza. I mean, Mudahar, like, Mudahar's done nothing but show me love, man. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about him. Really appreciate your work on me. Please keep up the grind. Thank you so much for the 16 roll. Appreciate it. Thank you, dude. Oh, we can get Kid behind the camera, and probably Juggernuggets too. Like, Juggernuggets would be a good person to get on the show. But I think he's sick right now, if I'm not mistaken. Mudahar is the only farmer that's really stuck with us. Like, every other farmer has kind of like moved on. Like, Nick DiOrio made a video saying it was a failure. I don't think Turkey Tom is too far into it. Mudahar has always been there. He's always been there to help us. He gives us legitimately good ideas. Like, he's been a blessing to the podcast. Like, not to say like Turkey Tom or like Nick DiOrio. I valued their input as well, but I just never got to talk to him much. Yeah, but I mean, that's what we make it entertainment, Meatball Man. McJuggernuggets and Boogie are on bad terms, but they're not on like restraining order terms. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boogie and Frank Castle might have a legitimate restraining order in place. So like that could like break laws or some shit. I honestly, C Nanners is weird. C Nanners is a weird person. I've only had very limited interactions with him, but the interactions I had with C Nanners, fucking weird. Because I used to be a huge C Nanners fan when he was doing Call of Duty content, because he made content that I enjoyed watching. And even as a content creator in the same, like, as a peer of his, I wanted to be C Nanner's friend. And I tried hard to be C Nanner's friend, and he had no part of it most of the time. And when I did have chances to interact with him, he came off as like a super introverted, like, odd person. But that's just my perception of him. I can't say he's ever done anything bad to me, but like, he's my impression of him is odd. Yeah, I'd love to have a call-in portion of the section too. Like, but we did the whole thing where, like, if you, I want to try to push the thing to have more structure, and we do segmented stuff. Like, I've always wanted to say, like, oh, we need to answer 2 questions from the community every podcast toward the end or something like that to try to get community interaction with it. But yeah, I think Hutch would come on. Honestly. What is something me and Boogie disagree on? Well, me and Boogie disagree on, he likes Mountain Dew, and I fucking hate Mountain Dew. I honestly don't know, like, off the top of my head. I thought I could give you something. The St. Andrews World at War was chef's kiss. Bay. That was my shit back in the day. I love that shit. Like, just that methodical play style that he had, the camping and shit like that. Such a good style. I broke this door over here. Like that door. And during Black Ops 1, I like kicked that door off the hinges. So I got a new door, and that new door didn't come with a new door handle. So I took the door handle off the closet door and put it on that door. And I just never replaced the closet door handle. All right, boys. I think that's it for me today. Big thank you goes out to Raul. Thank you for always coming by and helping fun him out. Big ups to Lucifer. Thank you as well. Thank you, Winston, for the donation. Thank you, Alejandro, for the $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 donation for Alejandro. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bro Clap. Thank you, Ben Kylo. Thank you, Han Solo, for the $2. Thank you, Cummy Elizabeth. Thank you, BJ. Give me a balance. Thanks, everybody, for coming out to the stream. Sent you a message on X for info on the podcast. All right, cool. Cool. Thanks, everybody, for chilling with me. I'll be back later tonight. I'll see you guys later when I wake up. I'm out, 5,000. Peace, people.